More than 1,000 people are dead after a 6.1 magnitude earthquake in Afghanistan. It hit south of the capital Kabul in the eastern region, not far from the border with Pakistan. Hundreds more people are injured and officials are searching for survivors buried in rubble. CBS News foreign correspondent Holly Williams says it hit around 1:30 in the morning local time when many were inside asleep as buildings collapsed.
Afghanistan is mired in poverty, and this comes around a year after the Taliban seized control of the country, prompting some aid groups to leave and setting off a humanitarian crisis.
Pupils involved in a serious assault at Otago Boys High School have been permanently excluded. A graphic video shows a pupil being cornered in a school bathroom and repeatedly punched, kicked and shoved by two other boys. Otago Boys High School acting rector Andrew King told the Otago Daily Times 3 pupils involved have been permanently excluded after a disciplinary process involving the school board. It's also working with NetSafe to remove the video from social media to restrict further harm caused by its distribution. While aged care facilities are facing a raft of problems trying to get staff, nurses say the issue still lies with the government. Between 200 and 300 notices were submitted to the Ministry of Health in 2020, notifying of the health and safety risks caused by understaffing. Already, 841 have been submitted between January and April this year. Nurses Organisation College of Gerontology Chair Natalie Seymour says the government needs to come to the table with a pay offer to address the issue.
What we're wanting is a continuity and a consistency across the sector that is the same for everybody.
The Health Ministry says it's committed to reviewing and addressing pay parity issues irrespective of the health setting. New research shows first home buyers today have it worse than their parents. Infometrics has compared total payments made by homeowners over the lifetime of their mortgage against the value of the property when the loan is repaid. It finds although buyers in 1987 were faced with interest rates of up to 20%, those rates came down and their income started to rise. Chief forecaster Gareth Kiernan says house prices are overinflated at the moment.
Firstly, they're going to be tying up a lot of their income over the next 25 years just servicing the mortgage. And secondly, the scope for potential house price rises from here is very limited.
And the housing market's downward spiral is growing, with more than half of all suburbs recording price falls. New data from CoreLogic shows 486 suburbs seeing values drop over the past 3 months, almost doubling the amount from the preceding few months before. CoreLogic chief property economist Calvin Davidson says it's not just the upper end of the market that's falling, it's right across all areas and price ranges. Contractors are making headway in ridding Christchurch East of the Bromley stench. Progress is continuing as 2 20-tonne excavators work to scoop the rotting material out of the fire-damaged wastewater plant. New images show the first of the 2 trickling filter structures is now largely empty. During the operation, they've reported the smell from the trickling filters to be lower than expected.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.